Hey guys, James Martinez from All Things Digital here, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And what we're going to discuss today is how to get more reviews from customers, okay? So it's a very common question that I get asked all the time. Being in the digital marketing space, lots of people want to have more reviews for their website, for their products, maybe even social proof on their social media, emails to send out. So I wanted to discuss this with you guys and discuss, several easy ways you can get started in getting more reviews from your customers. So let's get going. First things first, obviously, it's common for shoppers to ask the opinion of people they trust before they buy anything new. You have done it. There's no question about it, right? So now most shoppers will rely almost completely on customer reviews to help them to buy a product or services, even more than the information about the product or service from the manufacturer, right? Because a manufacturer can tell you their service is the best or their product is the best or whatever, but they're biased, obviously, right? So you want to get that information from someone who's spent money on the product or service, and that's why people trust social proof and reviews and testimonials more than actual advertisements from a company or product descriptions from a company, brochures, etc. So, your current customers and their reviews are your best marketing you can do. So the question you may be asking yourself is, okay, well, how do I get more positive reviews from my customers? So let's discuss it, okay? The first thing I recommend you guys doing is creating a business profile on the different online review sites, right? So make sure your business has a presence on all the major review sites, and this can include Google, Facebook, Yelp, Angie's List, Better Business Bureau, TripAdvisor, Bing, Yahoo. It's important to have your business on a multitude of platforms, and it takes some setup, and I can obviously help you with that if you're interested. But there are dozens of review sites that your company can be on, even more so if you're in different industries. There may be dozens for your particular industry. Think of travel, right? You have TripAdvisor, you have Travelocity, you have all of these different travel sites, right? And that's just one little industry, one niche. If you're in a contractor, maybe you got the Home Advisor, the Angie's List, all that stuff. So you need to be on all of the sites that matter for your business, okay? So obviously, then you can only get reviews for your business if you're there, right? Obviously. So my first tip would be to create your business profile on these different review sites. Now, secondly, you definitely want to pay attention to the guidelines on these review sites, okay? And that's where these things kind of can become kind of a pain in the butt. You want to make sure you read, understand, and comply with all the policies for the website, right? Because if you have your business page on all these different sites, and then you go ahead, you do the work, you set up the listing, you put in pictures, you do all of this stuff, and then you solicit reviews or something, and the company finds out and they're against certain tactics that you use, then they'll shut down your account, delete your account, and now you lose the listing, you lose the work, and you lose, right? So that's one of the things a lot of people don't really do, is just pay attention to the guidelines. Take a look, read through it once at least. It's worth it, because 20 minutes of reading can save you 10 hours of lost work, right? So it's, in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. I'm obviously familiar with a lot of the terms on these because I set up a lot of accounts. But, so I recommend you do that. Another thing to consider as far as when you're getting more reviews is how to get more reviews is offer incentives, okay? So unless it's specifically against the site's policy, you can offer incentives to your customers for writing reviews, okay? It's not necessarily like a pay for the review, because you won't ask for a positive or a 5-star review. The incentive can be just based upon a review at all. Just, hey, we were hoping to get your feedback on us. Please leave us a review. We'd love to, learn from the review you submit, and in turn, we're gonna put your name in a hat for a raffle, or maybe you'll get it'll be a raffle for a gift card, or a 50% off coupon on one of our services. Whatever the case may be, it's an incentive for them to review you. So it makes sense to do that, and it helps to build more reviews. Now, obviously, you don't want to request reviews from customers who you think are going to leave you a bad review, okay? So I recommend you filter out those who you think may have had a bad experience. But if it's too tough to do, there are ways to prevent bad reviews coming from those people. Feel free, again, to get in touch, because it is a service I offer where literally they can filter themselves out, okay? So if they get to this page and they click a thumbs up, they're going to go forward to the review site. If they get to the review page and they get a thumb and you get a thumbs down, they're going to be met with a form saying, how could we have done better, so that we can prevent them from leaving the bad review, okay? But most importantly is getting them to want to leave a review, and that's by utilizing an incentive, as I discussed here. So definitely that's a way to do it. So now, one of the things, kind of what I just mentioned, right, is screening your customers before asking for reviews. Okay, so this takes a step back a bit further, as opposed to just blanket emailing everybody. Okay, there's ways to ask for customer reviews, and it would be ideal for all of them to write positive reviews, but that's not always the case, right? So what if you're actively asking customers and you end up with negative reviews, right? You can reduce the chances of getting negative reviews by screening the customers before asking them for the reviews, okay? So I have a service that kind of does this for you on autopilot, but you can do it yourself. It takes a bit more work, and it maybe work upon your personnel, if you have a manager or something like that. But if you don't want a technologically advanced solution, there are manual ways to do this. Okay, so here's some ways that I would recommend you could screen, okay, your customers before asking. This is tip 4. Don't ask for a review in a note or message sent together with the package, okay, or in a follow-up email, okay? Just ask the buyer if they received the product in a good condition, and provide your contact information if there is any problem, okay? If you get a positive response, okay, or you have satisfactorily fixed any problems they reported, then it's time to send another message for review, okay? Because what happens is, if you send a package to somebody, a product, right, and it comes damaged, okay, and I see this all the time, they may receive it damaged because of several different delivery people dropped it, and whatever the case may be. So if they get this destroyed package and the first thing they open up is click here for a review, what kind of review are you going to get? Probably not a good one, right? So I don't recommend that just blanket. Give us a review. Now, if you're a very, very high volume and you're not worried about some negatives, that's fine. Or that's not the case, where your service is hand delivered by you. It's 100% when it gets there. Then that blanket sort of a request is fine, in my opinion. But if your product is touching a dozen hands before it gets to your customer, I kind of would shy away from automatically asking for that review, okay? Now, brick and mortar businesses can check if a customer had a positive experience before asking for a review, right? So let's say you're a brick and mortar, you're a restaurant, you're a, anything, a pizzeria, whatever the case may be, you're a gym or a martial arts studio. If someone literally comes in, they have their experience, okay, and they had a good time, you see they had a good time, at that point, it's a great opportunity. Hey, how did you enjoy your pizza? How did you enjoy your lunch? How did you enjoy the class? How did you enjoy the training? Oh, I thought it was great. Thank you so much. Great. Here's a card, okay, where you can leave me a review. Or could you please leave me a review on Facebook right now, a recommendation? Right by utilizing your eyes and visually seeing that this customer is enjoying their experience, that's obviously a great way to screen, right? Because that the person who's looking mad and angry and frustrated and, maybe sending food back or just looks like they're not having a good time at your event, they're not going to leave a positive review. So don't ask for one, right? So, another way, similarly, probably a little bit, more in scale here is conduct a survey to determine if a customer had a positive experience. Okay. Now, like I said, I have a service that can help you with this. But generally, before it's kind of like, warming them up to the idea of a review. Before you ask for the specific review, you ask them how it went. Hey, rate us on 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. What'd you think? Okay. And you can do this via a form online. You could do this via an email, whatever the case may be. But that's how you can screen who are the people that are happy and who are the people that are unhappy, okay? Because, more review, in my opinion, more reviews are better than less reviews, but more negative reviews are not good either. So you want to skew it towards more positive reviews, okay? So I'd rather screen, if I have a business where it's tough to please people or whatever the case may be, or I haven't really refined my process yet, then I'm gonna want to screen them and make sure that it was good. Okay, so a survey is another way to do it. Okay, a surefire way to get more positive reviews, okay, if you have this technological capability, is ask customers who reorder, okay, or recommend your product or services to other people to leave a review. If they're buying again, they're happy, okay? If they're recommending you, they're happy, okay? They trust you and they like your product or service. So those are various ways to screen your customers before asking for reviews, okay? Now, number 5, make it easy for customers to leave online reviews. This is something that I highly recommend. I call it, framing, okay? You can kind of pre-frame the review, but let me tell you a little bit more about what I'm talking about. So some customers find it difficult to write reviews, okay? So you want to make it easy for them. They find it difficult to write reviews because they're not really sure what to say, right? So some things you can do, okay, like maybe number 1 would be showing them how by providing links to great review examples. Hey, John, did you like our service? Click here to see a review by Billy, who said said our service was fantastic. Maybe this can help you to leave us a review. Would really appreciate it, right? Show examples, okay? Because they may sit there and say, like, I don't know what to write. Great, show them an example of what to write. Another thing you could do is post badges on your website that will link the customer to review sites, okay? So my service, an example, offers this solution. Literally, reviews pop up on your website. Literally, reviews are embedded and automatically scrolling through on your site, so people are constantly seeing that social proof. Obviously, that helps new customers feel more comfortable with your business. It's the social proof that your business is looking for, but it also shows people who are going to leave a review ideas of other great reviews. They may see something someone else says and say, yeah, I totally echo with that. Let me write that up, but in my own way, okay? The other way to make it easy is making sure your website is optimized, okay, to get reviews. Now, whether it be having a big review us link or making sure that the website is responsive and mobile optimized, make it easy for them, okay? I see all the time business owners will go post on Facebook, leave us a review, and that's it. They don't link to the website. They don't link to the Facebook recommendations page. They don't reduce the friction. They make people work to do something for them, and people aren't going to do that. The easier you make it for people to review you, the more reviews you're going to get, okay? So that's why I have a service that does it for you, but if you're going to do it yourself, please make it easy for these people. Link to the review site that you want the review on, or several of them, okay? And that's another thing we'll discuss. Also, giving customers in brick and mortar businesses the necessary information in small cards around the receipt, okay? So like I was saying earlier, a card that you give to people. Hey, go to this address and please leave us a review. And this kind of leads back to making it easy, having the information on receipt. Thank you for shopping with us today. Please leave us a review at this, URL or whatever. Or go here for an incentive, go here for a special incentive. And when they go there, it's leave us a review here and get 50% off your next order, okay? Make it as easy as possible for people to leave the review, and then you're going to get more. It's that simple, okay? Now, the other thing I recommend is monitoring your reviews and responding to to every review, okay? So, you want to monitor your reviews as frequently as you can, at least daily, to be updated about what is being said about your business, okay? So that way you can respond in a timely manner and fix the concerns as soon as possible, okay? You don't want to have a bad review out there for 2 months and then realize, oh my God, I'm probably losing customers every day because of this bad review. So make sure you respond to it as soon as possible, and the only way you can do that is by checking every day. My service gives you notifications, so you'll not miss a review on any of these sites. But if you don't have my service, then you're going to want to, maybe make a bookmark folder, and every day just click the link. And if you don't see no new reviews, if you set it up right, that'll take you about a minute to do. But obviously, a minute every month, a minute every day of every month is 30 minutes a month, and you could have a technology monitoring it for you. But, if you want to do it manually, do it that way. Set up a list of links that your business is on so you can check the reviews very, very quickly and easily, okay? So by giving a response to a new review as fast as possible, it'll also encourage others to leave more reviews, okay? Because they'll see that someone, left a review, and within a day or two, the company was like, "Thank you so much for your review. We appreciate you taking the time. Please, mention this review to next time you come in, and maybe we can offer you, a free sundae or a free slice of pizza or whatever the case may be, But it shows that people, man, this business really cares about their customers, okay? Now, responding to negative reviews is even a lot of people. I don't recommend not having any negative reviews, and sometimes it's kind of tough, but it's great to respond to negative reviews as fast as humanly possible, and also very professionally. You could spin a negative review into a very positive experience for a new potential customer. If you get an unfounded negative review, which I see lots of companies doing to their competitors, and it stinks, but it happens, you can immediately say, hey, Mrs. Smith, we're sorry you had a bad experience with us, but we don't have any record of you in our system. Please let us know the date that we offered you, the date and service you purchased from us, and we will gladly take care of this to ensure that you are satisfied 200%. And we've never had these problems. We've been in business, blah, blah, blah. It gives your business an opportunity to look like a hero. Something went wrong, and that's not how we do business, so we want to make right. So I definitely recommend you respond to those negative reviews, okay, as often as possible, okay? And that's really delving into, that was number 6, responding to every review. Number 7 is learning how to deal with the bad reviews, and that's kind of what I was just alluding to here. I jumped ahead. When you get a 1-star review, okay, what do? Bad reviews can happen even at your best. Sometimes, like I said, they're not even real reviews. They're competitors trying to make you look bad. So if the complaint is valid, admit the mistake, apologize, and offer to do right. Whether it's, giving the money back or offering, just any way you can make it right, because it's just not worth the having that negativity out there without some positivity to counteract it, okay? But otherwise, if customers are having problems and it's not really your fault, and listen, they say the customer's always right. I don't agree. Sometimes the customer, may be having a bad day and, was looking to someone to take it out on. So if that's the case, just, always be professional, always offer a solution. And at the end of the day, in my opinion, I tell all my clients, make sure that no matter what the bad experience is, that you put them in a better off place than they were before they got into business with you. So if somebody comes in, spends $100 or $1,000 with you, and at the end of the day, they're out their money, they say they're not happy, even if you disagree with their statement, if you can give them their money back and then some, it's going to be so much worth it, so much better, more beneficial to you, because other people see that and be like, man, this company really, they put their money where their mouth is, literally. They gave this person their money back plus extra because the job didn't go right. That's really standing behind your service, Obviously, you can't do that in home sales or something like that, but you get the idea, So deal with the bad reviews and make sure that you make every review count, when you can. Now, sharing positive customer reviews. This is number 8. Kind of one of my last ones here is, with the customer's permission, share positive reviews on your product or services. Now, I recommend embedding positive reviews on your website. I recommend emailing out positive reviews. I recommend sharing your positive reviews on social media. I have a solution for this. It does these things for you automatically. You don't have to manually do it. But if you did want to manually do it, I recommend you do it. Share your positive customer reviews. You got to be your own cheerleader, okay? These people just put themselves out there and put their name in front of your business or brand as an advocate. So now it's time to be an advocate for yourself and double down. Share that stuff. Get it out there. Email your list. Hey, just got another great review, and I just want to thank this customer because it was really great to work with them and blah blah blah. Now that customer has a chance to feel kind of like a little champion, that they're being touted and thanked and all that stuff. So it's really great to thank them and share that stuff out there, okay? And it'll only lead to more positivity circling around your business. So in summary, the more positive reviews a business have, the more trustworthy it appears to customers, okay? Positive reviews help in increasing sales. So always keep track of the reviews on various platforms and respond to all of them, both positive and negative. And remember, it can be challenging to get reviews from your customers, but if you give them a great product and great service, it'll be easy for them to write good reviews about your business. And with all of these tips, 8 tips of ways to get more reviews, I do again want to offer you the service that I have that actually gets you more 4- and 5-star reviews on autopilot, and also prevents bad reviews before they happen, and also will share your positive reviews on your social media accounts. It'll follow up with your customers and clients several times via text and email, and it's an automated solution that can really help you do all of these 8 steps by just not doing them and having the system do it for you, okay? So please feel free to get in touch. Click the link below, atdny.com, to learn more. I am running a special for 50% off based upon the time you see this video. I have a literally half off, so you're going to get 12 months of getting more reviews on autopilot from your real customers, at half off. So get in touch, click the link below. It's atdny.com/reviews. It should be in the description here, and get in touch before I turn that off, because, this is a lot of work, and, technology can help do it for you. So I recommend you use technology whenever you can so that you can better focus on running your business and delivering that positive product and or service while I'm in the background with my software, making sure you're getting the credit for it. All right, hopefully that's useful to you guys. I'll see you in the next video.